But let's go back to Jay. She says, hey, MG, thank you for saying hello, Jay. I've been getting a little discouraged. I'm a new wholesaler looking for accountability partner and trying to learn how to generate more leads for my target market, New Jersey. Any advice? Well, Jay, welcome to the dark side. I would say it's okay to get a little discouraged. Things happen. I think you have to set your expectations properly so that way you can not get too discouraged. Wholesaling is definitely a tough game. I would recommend you also study to get your real estate license if you don't have your real estate license. But I would say how you're going to get more leads is, you got to do the grunt work. You're going to have to go out here, do mailers, door knock, looking at distressed properties, trying to get in contact with those homeowners. You got things like PopStream that can help you as well to generate more leads. So, I'm not a wholesaler. I am a lead generator as well. And I think if anyone is out here in sales, transactional sales, wholesaler, licensed loan officer, licensed real estate person, financial services rep, insurance rep, everybody has the same thing. We need leads, right?
Yeah.
How I generate my leads is by doing what I'm doing right now. Content is king. And this is something that I speak about in my Brunch and Learns, is that content is the king of everything. Media controls everything. So if you want to get more leads, Jay, I think you have to go to social media. You have to speak about wholesaling. You have to show that your target audience is, show your audience that you are knowledgeable and in the field that you're trying to do. And that will attract more leads, whether seller leads, investor leads, etc. So I think you just have to probably put out more content, link up with more real estate professionals. Again, I would probably get my real estate license if I was you, because that gives you access to data and to networking and things of that nature. But yeah, social media. If you want more leads, social media. Now, as far as accountability partners, you probably just need to join some sort of wholesaling groups and some mentorships. So that way you can really be held accountable.
Okay. I'm gonna put them up on the screen just so it's not just like you talking. All right. Have the opportunity to purchase 7+ from a good friend. Divorce. How can I make this deal work?
You did what?
Can you see it?
No, say it again.
Have the opportunity to purchase 7+. What is that?
I can't see this shit. I don't know what you're reading.
This question right here, bro.
But that joint is mad low. I have the opportunity to purchase 7+ units from a good friend. I guess that's what they're saying.
How can I make this deal work? Portfolio loan. What if at the time I don't have the down payment liquid? Are you reading the comments?
No. No.
This guy, focus, man, focus.
No, I'm not. Okay, so how can I make this deal work? All earned, not given. I don't know. I don't know.
Is there not enough information?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't know. I'll be honest with you. Yes, probably portfolio loan, DSCR loans or something along that line. But especially if you're talking about you don't have the down payment, you're going to have to get the down payment. You're going to have to liquidate it. You're going to have to raise money. But, the bank is going to give you 75%, maybe 80 max, but more than likely 75. So you got to come up with that other 20-25% plus your closing costs. So if you ain't got the money, then you got to get the money. That's most importantly. So if these deals are good, I would say if you have the opportunity to purchase this, have you ran the numbers yet? Have you analyzed these deals? Because a good deal will always find money. But if you haven't analyzed these deals and you don't know, like, you know what I'm saying? Like if you told me, yo, it's going to make this amount of money, net income, my cash on cash return, 13-14% in today's market, like, that's a different conversation. It's like, oh, this shit sounds good. Like, yo, DM me,
Yeah.
right? But this type of question is too vague. I don't know
Not
how can
enough.
you get these
Yeah.
deals. Not enough information. I would say analyze the deal. Get the rent rolls, the expenses, the P&L of the property, so you can really know exactly what you're getting yourself into.
Okay. Purchased a single family home in July 2022 below market value. Would like to access some of the equity to transform bottom floor into a 2-bedroom rental. Is this possible? Can I put this under my LLC?
All right. All right. Okay. So you bought a house less than a year ago, below market value.
Right.
You want to access some of the equity. Again, I don't know how much equity is in this house, or even if you have an opportunity to even access any of that. So I would say if you have enough equity, you can possibly do a home equity line of credit. Now, what you do with the money from the home equity line of credit, if you want to turn the bottom floor into a two-bedroom rental, I don't know if what you have to do to convert this property to a 2-bedroom apartment, right? I don't know if you have to add a kitchen. Is there a kitchen there already? Do you got to add bathroom? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So could you do it? I don't know. Does your town allow you to do that? You probably need to get permits. Have you spoke to an architect to see if this can even be done? And then why would you want to put it into your LLC? Do you live in this house already? It sounds like you live in the house. So it's a lot of information that's missing out of this type of question.
Yeah.
And so it's very hard for me to answer those type of questions. I don't know.
How much equity do you have to do a HELOC?
So generally speaking, home equity line of credits on primary residence, you can go up to 90% of the value of the house, 90 CLTV, combined loan to value, right? But the way the credit markets are happening with the banks and everything, that might be 80% right now, because a lot of banks, especially regional banks, it's a lot of stress that's happening. Banks are going out of business. Mergers have happened in the last week. So the credit markets are going to start tightening. So that might go to 80% or maybe 75%. So basically, you might need anywhere from 10 to 25% of equity to even be considered to do a home equity line of credit. And if you don't have that, then you might not be able to get one.
10% of the value of the house?
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. So
That's like on the low end though, right?
yeah, it's definitely on the low end. So there's a lot of moving parts that comes with like these type of questions, right? I don't know how much you owe. I don't know how much the house is worth. I don't know the setup of this house. Because when you tell me you purchase a single family home, but you want to turn the bottom floor to a 2-bedroom apartment, is that basement? The basement?
That's what I was going to ask.
You know what I'm saying?
Main floor or is it basement?
But this one again, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm trying to as I'm slowly starting to understand, I see what you mean now with
it's very difficult,
Yeah.
I don't know. And then you say, can I put this in my LLC? Well, what are you trying to put in your LLC?
Yeah, well, if you do a HELOC,
no, the HELOC can't go in your LLC.
It's part of the loan, yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
No. So I don't know. Need more information.
I'm sure there's a okay, so what's up, fellas? Question: how do you know you're ready to purchase your first home? Using the VA loan to live in for some time and then eventually rent it out when I'm settled in. Is that a statement or a question?
I don't know what you just said.
How do you know you're ready to purchase your first home?
How do you know when you're ready to purchase a home?
Yeah, but then this part, using the VA loan to live in for some time and then eventually rent it out when I'm settled in. But that's the question.
I don't understand what you just said.
Well, I guess you can answer. How do you know if you're ready? How do you know when you're ready to purchase your first home? I don't know about the VA loan part. Like, are you saying that you actually you use the VA loan and you want to rent it out? I'm confused. And it doesn't seem like It doesn't seem like Matt is gonna
Yeah,
try
I'm
to break that
confused. I
down.
don't know what they're asking.
All right. Well, we'll get
How
back
do you
to
know
them.
when you're ready to purchase a home? Your credit is good, your money is good, you're financially secure,
Yeah.
right? You got discipline, you're mentally fit. I don't know what else you want me to say to that.
Well said. All right. Next question. Hey, how are you? I'm taking my RS license. What is that?
Real estate sales, I guess.
RS license. I'm 23. I want to know if I should start recruiting leads right now or wait till I get my license.
What are you recruiting for? You can't sell nothing.
I'm taking my
So first things
okay.
first, right? How do you eat an elephant? I say this all the time. One bite at a time, right? Bro, you can't eat the whole elephant right now. You got to get licensed first. What if you fail and you get all these leads and now you can't do nothing with it?
Yeah, I'm assuming people. Yeah, makes sense.
Right? So, and if you get leads, you don't even know what you're doing yet. You don't even know how to fill out an offer. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just saying. This is real
Yeah.
talk. So, one bite at a time. This is how you eat an elephant. So what that basically translates to is one step at a time. Don't move on to something else until you complete one task. Complete the task of getting licensed. Complete the task of getting sponsored by a brokerage. Then do some training first, right? Learn your job. Don't speed, because as quick as you get those leads, as quick as they would go,
Yeah.
you know? So don't speed.
Okay. Solid. So basically, wait till they get the license to start.
How do you eat an elephant?
Yeah.
One bite at a time.
Okay. So, good evening. Thanks for the content. I'm new here. I hear new MLOs need 6 months reserves and have to go full time. Commission only have to go full time commission only to make it long term. Do you agree or think there's another way in?
Good evening, April. Thanks for the content. You're welcome. And welcome to the channel. I hear new MLOs need 6 months of reserves and have to go full time. Mission to only make it long term. Yeah, I would agree with that, right? When you're in a sales position, working it part time is very difficult, especially in my world. It's very difficult to do this part time. People want answers. They want to talk to you. They don't care if you had another job or not. So I would probably say if you're doing any 100% commission type of role, you definitely need to have reserves. 100%.
How long does it take to close? Like 30 days you said, depending on the type of loan?
Yeah. Could be 60 days. So
So
you got to think about it. You're a new person. You coming
Yeah.
in. You ain't got no experience. Like even homeboy who asked this question, right?
Right.
You're new. You're coming into this world. You're hype. I can make money, right? Now you got to get a lead. Now you get a lead. Now that lead got to get a contract. So even if you pre-approve someone, that shit could take 4 or 6 months by itself for them to find a house.
So you're not getting paid.
No. I don't get paid by doing pre-approvals.
Yeah.
It's actually, it costs me more money because I got to run all these damn credit reports and I got to pay for these credit reports. These credit reports like $50, $30 a pop. So think about if I'm pre-approving 100 people a month that never buy a house. I'm stuck with a $5,000 bill.
That's not even including like networking events and all other things that you.
No. That's just forget all that.
There's other expenses though that go
There's
into
tons
it.
of other expenses.
Crazy.
But just for me to run a credit, it costs that amount of money.
Yeah.
So if I pre-approve or run 100 credit reports a month and none of those deals close, and I'm talking from a branch manager division level, right? A new loan officer, you won't have that problem.
Yeah.
But I'm just telling you from my position, right? I got to pay that money to keep my credit access going. It's expensive. But as a new loan officer, you got to think about it. You pre-approve someone, it could take them 2 to 6 months to find a house if they're serious. If they're really, really serious and hungry, it could probably take them less than 60 days.
Right.
But think about it. Let's just say it takes them 2 months. They get in the contract. Then it takes another 30 to 60 days from there to close. So that's 4 months of no money. And what if that deal dies? Because that happens too. Appraisal come in low, title report come back screwed up. Now you got to start all over.
So there is no part-time with this technically, right? I mean,
Absolutely not.
How could something like that be part-time if you're working with somebody for 30 to 60 days or whatever it is?
It's hard
4
to
to
be
6
part-time.
months. Yeah. That's
It's hard to be, like, the best thing I could tell people is, like, look, get a night job, have some sort of other side hustle, do something else to bring money in if you're coming into this world.
Yeah.
But dedicate full-time hours to this, because the long-term success of being a loan officer or a licensed realtor is worth it. But it's going to be painful. Have some money. Because if you're dependent on commission checks, you're screwed. And this is why I always say, and you hear me now, I'm more vocal about this, one stream of income is too close to being broke. And if you're dependent on commission checks in my world, especially in today's market, oh my God, you're setting yourself up for failure. Like, you got to monetize your intellectual property, and this is what I've been able to do very well. And I think I can do more, right? Because I don't want to depend on one thing no more. I did that, and that's why I feel like I lost everything, is because I was really dependent on one thing. Nah, I can't do that. The way my bills are set up and my lifestyle set up, I can't do that.
It must have been tough for people who were loan officers during like the pandemic, because they were probably pretty busy, I'm sure, right? And then coming into how everything is now, like business must have slowed down a lot, I'm assuming. So
hell yeah,
if they weren't really prepared, then with no experience, and it must be tough, because then you're like, damn, I was making all this money, now it's like slow.
Yeah, this is why you got to stack your chips and invest your chips too.
Yeah.
Like, you can't be like out here blowing money fast, and then you like, because at any given point in time, this money can go and it can stop, and it's like, oh man, this is why it's always good to live below your means, not above your means. And that's why when you make new money, your expenses shouldn't increase right away.
Yeah.
You should always, like, if you were living on $5,000 a month and you start making $50,000 a month, you should try your best to still stay at $5,000 a month.
Yeah.
Right? Don't go to 20. Because it's easy to be fooled by that shit. I've been there. I'm telling you from experience. I've been there.
I'm sure a lot of people have been there.
100%. Because you think this shit grows on trees, and it doesn't.
Yeah, you're just desperate to get out the struggle. That's really what it is. You want to feel good.
100%.
You know, I get it.
I get it too.
Yeah.
Life is good. Run it up. But be smart. Shout out to April for that question. Go to the bottom. Pause.
This is the bottom.
Okay.
Shout
out to Kiki.
Some of these, there's a chance to get us. So,
the best resources, April, to study is to attend every webinar that I do, buy my courses, buy my books. That is the best resources. Stay tapped into my YouTube channel. Anything that I offer, you should stay tapped in with. Go to mgbookstore.com.
Okay. Hello, guys. I have 4 loan worksheet, some FHA, some conventional. Could I send them to you to review? If none of them make sense, I could always place an application with your team.
Well, Yolanda, I can tell you none of them make sense already. You should just work with me and my team. Look, guys, if you're learning from me, you should be working with me. Let's just call a spade a spade. I'm going to get you the best deal that's out there. So why are you wasting your time dealing with 4 other people that you're still confused about and don't even think none of these deals make sense to you, right? Work with the best. All you got to do is to go to applywithmg.com, or links are going to be in the description for a second opinion. And yes, you can upload all those in a second opinion call and make it happen from there. But we would love to work with you. We would love to review your worksheets. and I'm pretty sure we'll give you a better deal.
All right, so the VA loan, Vic
Hello?
Terry. So let me rephrase. He says, "What are your thoughts on using the VA loan in today's market compared to FHA and conventional?" I'm asking because I heard most sellers are not really looking at VA loans.
Okay, I got too much going on right now. Like it's a lot of moving parts happening right now.
Okay,
yo.
so what are your thoughts
Like I
on
literally
a VA
just
loan?
got to New York, and it's like so much shit.
Yeah, I
happening.
forgot you just flew in.
I literally just got here, and like my phone is just like bonkers right now. Okay, what are your thoughts on using a VA loan in today's market compared to FHA and conventional? I'm asking because I heard most sellers are not looking at VA. No, sellers are looking at any loans right now from anybody who can buy a house in today's market. So I will go with VA loan. Thank you for your service, Mr. Vic Terry. I will go with a VA loan first if you can do that. 100% financing, low interest rates, no PMI, all day long. And you know what? Shout out to a homeboy who ran up to me in the Delta Lounge today in Atlanta. He said he loved ranting gyms, and he's a veteran, and he loves the content, but he wants me to do more VA stuff for all the veterans and all the active military. So I said, you know what? That's a good idea. Maybe I'll start talking. Maybe I'll have like a whole VA webinar and put some VA content out here too.
Yeah, we could do some VA content. I'm curious about that too. A friend of mine called me the other day and asked me some questions about some VA stuff that I had no idea about. But you were in Atlanta, so I didn't even bother.
What?
Hitting you up. Hello there. Is there a loan that was once called hold on, let me make sure you tapped in.
I'm tapped in.
Is there a loan that was once called a family opportunity mortgage?
Absolutely. I think it's still around.
Where you can purchase a home for your elderly parent and it's not considered a secondary or investment property.
Correct. I believe that loan is still around. Family opportunity.
Where you can purchase a home for your elderly parent and it's not considered a secondary or investment. Okay.
Or a child. So like for example, Brooke is going to college, and I believe that program is still around. So I'm going to buy whatever town she goes to buy, go to college. I'm gonna buy a house, and I'm gonna buy that house for her, and I'm gonna let her live in the dorm for her first year so she can get acclimated to dorm life and college life. But then I'm gonna buy her a house, wherever she's going to college at, and that house she's gonna rent that out to. She'll get roommates, and she's gonna rent that thing out, and she's gonna have the profit for her. And she's going to manage it. And I'm going to use probably like because if I do a family opportunity program, I could put down 5% versus me treating it like an investment property of like 15%.
How do you have profit though?
Because I know what I'm doing.
Well, I'm saying like if you buy the house and you're making payments on it, how is there?
Because we're going to rent out the rooms.
Oh, so what? Okay, I see. So when the mortgage is taken care of from the payments or whatever else is left over from the.
So we're gonna get. I probably buy like a 4 or 5 bedroom single family house, something like that, close to campus. It's gonna be her house, and 4 of the bedrooms probably rent them out, $1,000 a month or something like that.
Yeah.
Boom.
And 2 of the bedrooms probably take care of the mortgage. I'm assuming. It's
probably 2 or 3.
Yeah.
And then $1,000 probably cash flow, and that'll be her $1,000.
How much, when you're looking at something like that, how much profit should you push for when it comes to investing?
It's all about your, for me, I look at cash on cash return. How much money am I making after all my expenses? And what is the percentage of that to how much I put into the property? So let's just say, for example, if I put $100,000 to acquire a property, down payment, closing costs, and maybe some sort of rehab money, let's just say, right? If I want to get a 15% return on my 100K annually, how much do I need to make a year? Tooks and audience.
115?
No. So I'm going to ask y'all all
how much you
question.
make a year?
So if I put $100,000 to acquire a property, down payment, closing costs, and light rehab is all included into that $100,000.
Okay.
And after all my expenses, I want to make a 15% annual return,
Okay.
net. How much am I looking to make a year? Net. Type the
How much
answer
you're
in
making
chat.
to make a year net?
Yes.
I think I'm not understanding the question.
Okay. Let me repeat the question.
That's just me. I'm sure somebody in here is.
Let me repeat the question one more time for the Tukes of the world, okay? If I purchase a property, ladies and gentlemen, and make sure y'all hit the like button. If I purchase a property, I'm putting $100,000 on acquisition, closing costs, and some light rehab. And after all my expenses, AKA net, I want to make a 15% return on my investment of the 100,000. How much money am I looking to make?
So 15% of 100,000.
Correct.
Oh, so I
Equals.
got 15K.
Thank you.
I got caught up in the. I was like, wait, what?
No, the math. Just you need to pay attention, and this goes to anybody who's taken any loan officer, realtor courses. Don't listen. The whole paragraph is irrelevant.
Yeah, that was me, man. I was like looking at the questions, and it's like really, it's just simple, but like you get caught up in the mumbo jumbo.
It's the formula.
Yeah.
You only got to pay attention to the formula that's being asked in the question, not Mary Jo Blue Smooth, but like, you know what I mean? Mary Jo just bought a house and they lived around the corner. They say all that shit to confuse you.
Yeah.
Because you think about they going around the corner and all this other stuff. And it's just like, no, what's the formula? Right? So 15K. And if we only got 22 likes on this video, I'm cutting this shit off right now. Like,
stop.
We need to get 100. We got 300 plus people. We need 300 likes, man. Come on, man. We haven't been on here in a week. What y'all doing to me, man? Okay.
Well, I said 115 at first, and I didn't realize like that was the answer. But
you
added
the 15
yeah.
on. So I want to make, so to answer your question, your question was, how much do you want to make, or you know what's a good return on your money, right?
Yeah.
For me, I want to make 12% at a very minimum annual return. 15, 20% or higher is obviously like really what you want.
Okay.
But if I'm making 15% return on my money on 100K, I mean, that's good for me.
So if you're making like $500 on like real estate properties or any property, is that even a good enough amount of money?
Depends on how much you put to acquire.
Let's say if you put like 30K down, and
so let's just say you put up 30,000, right? So if you put up, again, if you wanted to make a 15% return, ladies and gentlemen, and you put 30,000, get your calculators out. So if you put 30,000 up and you wanted to make at least 15% net, how much would you need to make?
I got 45.
4,500.
Yeah.
Right? So divide that by 12. What is that? $250, $300? That's probably like $400 a month. Right? So when you think about $30,000, if I'm making $4,500 to $5,000 a year on my 30 grand, you can't make that in the bank.
So that's not a good investment.
No, that's a great investment for your 30,000 is what I'm saying. If you have 30,000 sitting in your bank account, what are you going to make? Now, which if you're buying a property that cheap,
yeah,
you have to always remember this, guys. When you're looking at these real estate deals and the places, yes, and 4,500 was correct, y'all. $375 a month. Congratulations. The math going to be math in today's live. So if you're doing all of this, right? You're doing all of this, you have to always remember, it doesn't matter how much you pay for a property. For example, the $20,000 homes in Detroit that we visited, right? He said he was putting $180,000 to repair it. Repairs don't care how much you pay for the house. Right. The repairs are not cheaper on homes that cost lower or less.
Yeah.
So if you're only getting $500 a month or $375 in this case, one repair will bankrupt you.
Well, I said 30K. I didn't even include. No, that's technically not even. So I didn't even include.
Just even if you say it was 30K, don't confuse nobody. Don't even confuse yourself right now. Let's just stay with the 30K.
Yeah. No, I'm with you with what you're saying though, because I didn't include. You know what I'm saying?
Repairs or anything like that.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
But this is why I always preach: don't be house rich and cash poor.
Yeah.
Because if you're buying a property in a Detroit or Cleveland or something like that, and you put up 30,000 and you're making 500, you can't spend that money.
Yeah.
Because once your property taxes are due, you're going to have to pay your property taxes, especially if you're buying true investment properties. Your taxes are not included in your mortgage payments, so you have to pay it out of your pocket, right? And even in like, so long story short, what I'm trying to tell you guys is make sure you still have reserves, because if a repair happened, that 15% cash on cash return can get wiped out by one repair.
Yeah.
Furnace blows, boiler blows, new windows needed, roof, something like that. Yo, all that money, that 4,500, yo, that can be a baller. Now your whole joint is wiped out.
That's for the year though.
Exactly. So
your whole year is done.
You're done.
Damn. That's crazy.
It's not crazy. This is real estate, bro.
I know, but
bro, I'm about to spend $100,000 on lumber tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like, this is real estate, bro.
Yeah.
You have to know what you're doing, and you can't be in these things with no money.
Right.
You have to, like, it's not just about, and what people do is they're like, yo, I'm making this, that, and the third, but they're not really telling y'all the truth. They're not telling you, yo, this happened, this repair, this tenant moved out, fucked up everything. Now I got to redo all these apartments.
Yeah.
Right? They don't tell you. A lot of people don't go into these type of details. They just do like the clickbaity, flashy stuff. But like, yo, you got to make sure you got money, man. Because this thing will it will bankrupt you. And all your returns are gone. And now you ain't got no investment. This is why I always say, don't be house rich and cash poor. Don't buy no real estate with no money. Even if you got money. Even the girl in Detroit was talking to Ish.
Yeah.
Like, oh, we can just raise other people money and da-da-da-da. I'm like, but you don't have no experience, man.
I wouldn't even want to dip into that. I would not be taking nobody's, especially, even if I had the money right now, I would not be, you know what I mean? Hell no.
Like.
Ain't gonna get me caught up.
Like.
Owing somebody money.
So, like, you gotta really understand that you can't really go into this with no money.
Yeah.
And make sure you analyzing your properties correctly. That's it. So I hope that answers your question. And yeah, shout out to my man Welby who's checked in. Yes, I will be making a 50% net profit because of Welby.
50% profit. He lied. This guy, he lied.
Shout out to at my best 197.
Damn. So based on what you told me, that sounds crazy. But I guess
it is crazy.
50%?
Yeah.
Is that intentional or that was just because?
Nah, it's just because we know what we're doing.
This guy. Okay. What on average, what is it? So 15% is what you go for, but what do people normally?
I mean, your numbers are your numbers.
Yeah, okay. I figured that. We got a super chat.
Shout out to the super chats of the world. MG, I seen you guys don't do business in Arizona. Do you have any references in Arizona? Shout out to you, Angelo. Do I have any references in Arizona? Good question. Do I? I'm thinking now. I don't know.
Yeah, I've never been. You been to Arizona before?
Nah, I've never been to Arizona.
Yeah. I wonder if it's like similar to Vegas. Like, it's a desert, right? So it's like same kind of weather.
Interesting.
So you don't?
Yeah.
You say yeah.
You don't what? What are you talking
Yo,
about?
this guy's...
Yo, bro, I'm working, bro. What are you talking about? Well, hold on.
Are you talking to me? Like,
hold on. What are you talking about?
He's like, interesting.
Nah,
Yeah.
because this was just an interesting text.
Okay. So you should probably figure out if you have some references in Arizona.
Yeah, nah. I'm going to just say no right now. Angelo, sorry. I'm going to just say no.
You don't?
Anybody in Arizona, real estate right now that can help our brother Angelo out?
Yeah, just drop a comment.
If you're in Arizona, type Arizona in the chat. And then my guy Angelo, y'all DM each other and everybody, and y'all connect.
Make sure you get this press. Can you rent out a property with a brand new LLC and start Airbnb with the owner's permission?
I guess.
And if so, what are the procedures and requirements?
I can't answer that question. I don't know. It's different rules and different strokes for different folks. I can't answer that question. I'm sorry. Next question.
Wait, can you rent out a property? I'm trying to understand the question.
So basically, he's saying he doesn't own the property. He's trying to do Airbnb arbitrage, which is basically you don't own the property. So if I own the property, right, Tooks, and you come to me and say, "Yo, MG, I got an Airbnb business. I will rent out your property from you. How much you gonna charge me? And is it okay if I Airbnb out your space?"
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna probably say yes or no. And I'm gonna probably say, all right, you can do that, but I'm gonna charge you X on a monthly basis. And as long as you sign this lease, I'll give you permission to Airbnb out my place. Basically, that's Airbnb arbitrage. You don't own nothing.
So is it enough money to even, is it worth it?
Yeah, I know a lot of people who do Airbnb arbitrage and make a lot of money.
Okay.
Absolutely. It's definitely gonna be worth it. It's like you're just renting out properties. It's like you getting apartments. It's like I'm gonna get apartment here, apartment here, apartment here. You know what I mean? I'm gonna put them in corporate leases, so it's not attached to my personal name, and I'm gonna see what the rules are of the building or the space that I'm renting, and then I'm gonna Airbnb it out.
But why does the LLC being brand new have anything to do with that? Because
It has nothing to do with it.
You could just start an LLC and get paid to it, right?
Basically.
Yeah. So I got caught up in the verbiage of that one too.
Again, don't get caught up in the verbiage. Just pay attention to the formulas.
Oh man.
We got 313 people in here, man. Make sure you guys like the video. Go to mgbookstore.com, pick up the books, and make sure you attend this Monday's webinar. I got 18 powerful women in real estate teaching for 3 days. So you need to be a part of the She Owns It, the Women's in Real Estate Summit, March 27th, 28th, 29th from 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Link is in the bio or in the chat, in the description. I'm pretty sure Tanisha's going to put it here soon. And yeah, or go to mgbookstore.com.
Seen this question a couple of times. What are your thoughts on wholesaling and syndication for commercial real estate in the Sun Belt states in this market?
Any way you can get money, get it. That's my opinion. I like anything that makes money.
Okay. Sounds fair. Okay. Purchased 8 units back in August of 2022 at 6%. 5-year ARM, 20 amortization.
Mm-hmm.
As the time approaches, how should I go about restructuring the loan? After the 5-year, the loan becomes the treasury plus 3 points.
Okay. So all earned, not given was the one who was asking about the 7 units earlier.
Okay.
So shout out to you, all earned, not given. Got a great rate at 6.5 on the 5-year ARM. Basically, it's fixed for the first 5 years. ARM is adjustable rate mortgage. So after the 5 years, it can adjust.
Based on what?
Every single year based on the treasury indexes at that time plus 3 points. So if the treasury is like 6% plus 3 points, that's 9%. So year 6, his rate will go from 6% to 9%.
So why would somebody do this?
Because in most commercial real estate, so 30-year fixed mortgages is really for residential real estate.
Okay.
When you get into the commercial world, there's really no 30-year mortgages. There's no 30-year fixed rate mortgages. The 20-year amortization is basically the loan is amortized over 20 years, not 30 years.
What does that mean, amortized?
So you see how I just said 30-year fix?
Yeah.
So it's for 30 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's the amortization. Over 30 years, you're paying it back.
Oh, okay, okay.
You see what I'm saying? So if you never refinance out of a 30-year fix, then you will have an amortization schedule that shows you exactly what your payments would be from first payment to your last payment, if you didn't apply any extra principal or if you didn't refinance. That's
Right.
an amortization schedule, right? So when you say a 20-year, that means it's amortized over 20 years instead of 30. But the key component of this is a 5-year arm. So it's not a fixed rate for 20 years, it's adjustable after 5 years. So the fixed rate period is only for the first 5 years of the mortgage.
Right.
Which in commercial real estate, that is very common. That's how commercial real estate is done. So when you're buying commercial properties, like he brought this 8-unit, you typically have to always refinance. And you want to
after the fixed.
No, you don't want to wait until the year 5. You probably want to start your process year 3. And depending on if you have prepayment penalty on it too. So if you have a prepayment penalty on it, most commercial deals will have it, and it'll be like if it's a 5-year arm, it'll probably be a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So every year it decreases. So first year 5%, second year 4%, third year 3%, until you get to 5 years. That's how they try to keep you into that loan for that time. So you still want to probably start your refinance process year 3, because if the market is favorable, then you refinance and you bite the bullet and pay your penalty, right?
Yeah.
And keep it moving from there. So how would you go about, as time approaches, how should I go about restructuring a loan? I would start looking at year 3. In 2025, all or not given, I would really start looking at where commercial mortgages are and see if because you got a good rate at 6%, but the flip side is it can go up much higher. So year 3 is probably where I would start looking at and seeing if there's an opportunity to refinance out of that debt and get new debt, possibly at the same or lower rate.
What are you refinancing to though with with commercial?
What?
Like what are you refinancing to? Like what kind of loan?
Another probably adjustable rate mortgage.
Also go into another one.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. Yeah, we have to do some I don't think we've done commercial real estate here, right? On the channel. We definitely got to do some content for that. That was pretty interesting. Okay. Does a recent eviction affect your chance of purchasing a home?
Does what?
Does a recent eviction affect your chance of purchasing a home?
If it's on your credit, yeah.
That's the only way?
If somebody calls and do a verification of employment, they say you got evicted, then hell yeah.
Okay. Simple.
Uh-huh.
If I am 1099 and get a W-2, but still do my 1099 side job, can I use both to get qualified for a loan?
Say that again?
If I am 1099 and get a W-2, but still do my 1099 side job, can I use both to get qualified for the loan or a loan?
If you had...
So if you have 1099 W-2.
But if you had, you got to have it for 2 years. If you have them both for 2 years, then you're fine.
Cool. Can you refi into a fixed loan for commercial?
No.
Why not?
They're not going to offer it. I just went through that.
So there is no fixed for a commercial.
Typically, no. It's arms.
Okay. Cool. Arms. Hi, y'all. I'm a licensed realtor in California. If I am looking out of state to purchase more rental properties, are there ways for me to partner with other agents and still receive commission? Other agents in Atlanta and still receive commission.
Yeah, referral fee.
Referral fee.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Hello. I want to purchase a house through USDA that is sitting on 2.5 acres. Is it realistic to purchase this and place tiny homes on property?
Say that again? I'm sorry.
Hello. I want to purchase a house through USDA that is sitting on 2.5 acres. Is it realistic to purchase this and place tiny homes on property?
Tiffany, I can't tell you what you can place on the property, but I can tell you that it is realistic to buy USDA with USDA.
Okay. Somebody said that is not true. Not sure what's not true. Gav, what is not true? Just curious. Cap, I have three fixed commercial loans. Oh, so he's saying that it is possible to have a fixed commercial loan.
Okay.
You said typically though, so you didn't say like it's not.
I know people don't fucking listen. Yeah. This is what I'm saying. Like,
you didn't say typically. You said it's not common.
I say it's not common, and typically it's not offered. But depending on what bank you go to, if you go to a local credit union, maybe they'll have more advantages. But for the most banks out there, typically they're going to give you a 5-7 year adjustable rate. They're not going to give you a 20-year fixed rate. They're going to give you probably a 10-year fixed rate or a 15-year fixed rate. Yeah. So that's why the word typically was used, and it's not common was used.
Yeah, I heard that. I listened to that one.
People don't listen. They just say shit. That's not true. I have this. Well, congratulations.
Somebody said Unk don't care today.
What you said?
Somebody said Unk don't care today.
Nah, I don't. I never care, yo. Unk don't never care.
Oh man. Okay, how much cash reserves? How much cash? Yo, I cannot speak, yo. How much cash reserves should I have on hand before buying rental property?
You can answer that, Tooks.
What do you mean I can answer that?
Answer it.
Am I supposed to know this?
What's the question?
How much cash reserves should I have on hand before buying a rental property? Wait, why am I answering this?
I just want to see what your knowledge at.
How much cash?
Yeah. What's the first question? What's the first question do you think you should be asking? Because the question is, how much cash should I have for what now?
Before buying a rental property.
Okay. How much is a rental property? What's the payment going to be? Right? Because if you're buying a rental property, how can I tell you how much cash? What if it's a $2 million rental property?
Yeah.
You might need $300,000, right? But if it's a $100,000 rental property, you might need $40,000.
Is there an average of how much you should have?
There's no such thing as average.
A percentage?
Everything's percentages, Playboy. It's down payment, closing costs, plus reserves for mortgage payments and reserves for repairs.
Yeah. I think that was kind of what I asked you before, though, how much you should have when you're looking at investing. So we need more context, I guess, for that question. Oh boy. Continue to live faithfully. Oh yeah, and get your view always on your phone. Oh, okay. Well, I gotta read that one. Okay. SGS a block. Rules change the economy. How to use business credit to purchase a home with FHA. Can and how to use business credit to purchase a home with FHA.
Tooks, you answer that question.
Wait, why I gotta answer that? Why I gotta answer that question, bro?
Because, bro, like,
all right. So business credit to purchase. Can you use business credit to purchase a home with FHA? I would assume you can't. Can you?
Can you buy FHA with a business credit? What we talking about here, bro? I'm not answering these questions. I'm working.
Yo. Oh, man.
Go to the super chat.
There's a super chat? Yeah. Need more context for that question, too. How long do I have to work a W-2 job to get an FHA loan? You need 2 years work history, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so you need 2 years for that. Tooks, you should know the answer and someone not watching your videos. Tooks, you should know the answer and someone not watching your videos? I don't know what you mean. I should know the answer. I should. You're right. Anyways. Hi, MG and Tooks. Love the show. I have a prepayment penalty mortgage on my first investment property. Want to refinance to LLC and purchase another property. Purchased 123. Can this be done through you and this soon?
What? Okay, this is Alicia. She said, I love the show. I have prepayment penalty mortgage. My first investment property. Want to refinance to LLC and purchase another property. Why do you want to refinance? That's my question. Why would you want to refinance? What rate do you have?
Purchase on my first investment property. To refinance to LLC and purchase another property. Okay. Yeah, I need more context.
Yeah. Yeah, we need more.
Need more information. I have rental property and want to buy more with y'all be killing me with these abbreviations though. Like I have a rental property and want to buy more with my LLC and business credit score is 690 due to high utilization. Should I do a business credit play now or pay personal credit down first before I try a business play? I don't know. What do you think, MG? Dude, I need these sounds, I swear. You heard?
No. I'm working, y'all. Sorry. I got a lot of shit going on in this phone right now. Okay. Business credit, LLCs, what now?
I have a rental property and want to buy more with my LLC with business credit.
Oh, should you get a higher than 690 credit score? Yeah, I mean, it won't hurt you. I will pay down my utilization so my credit score can be higher. So that way when you apply for business credit, they see 720 or something, and they'll probably give you more business credit. So yes, I would probably pay down, get my personal credit scores higher, and then go for it.
Solid. Tooks, please don't read that. I know. I was
a man, thank you for the super chat. I don't know if you read this one.
I'm getting to it now, yes.
But said, can you sell your primary residence, single family of 1 year and do a 1031 exchange into a fourplex owner occupied? So this is why you don't have to do a 1031 exchange. You're not going to pay any capital gains taxes on your profit because it's a primary residence. But check with your CPA for more information on that.
Yeah, that 1031 exchange. Have you talked about that on this channel?
Have we? Years ago, but not recently.
Not recently? Yeah, we should.
Darlene said, wow, this Q&A is lackluster. Well, ask a question then, Darlene. Make it more exciting for you. Like, come on, Darlene. Give us a break here.
I'm actually, honestly, I'm learning right now. These questions are helping me learn.
People are always learning. And it's just like, come on, Darlene, why would you say that? Right? Look, let me explain something to you people. You got to stop being rude in the comments, man. Like, some things, didn't your parents ever tell you if you ain't got nothing nice to say, just don't say it at all? Because it might be lackluster to you, but it might be helping someone else on the other hand. And if you say comments like that, it could discourage people from wanting to ask their questions because they might take it that someone might think their question is stupid or lackluster, and then they don't get the answers for it.
Okay.
I'm just saying, be kind, people. Be kind.
This voice that you're putting on is pretty interesting. I've never heard you talking that voice.
That's my be kind voice.
Yeah, that's the loan officer voice. All right, so I have a 2-year-old marketing LLC that I no longer use but have kept open. I want to get funding for a real estate deal. Can I use the marketing LLC to apply for CCM credit card? Is that what that is? To fund the RE deal? I see these abbreviations. You have to read this one like what?
Which one are you looking at?
This one. I put it on the screen.
I don't know which one you put on the screen.
It's right here, bro. Eric.
Oh, I have a 2-year-old marketing LLC that I no longer use but have kept open. I want to get funding for a real estate deal. Can I use the marketing LLC? You can use any LLC to do a real estate deal. It doesn't matter if it's a brand new one. You don't need established business credit. It doesn't have to be in business for a long period of time. You can have it open day one and get funding for a real estate deal because we're going to look at the profit of the deal, not the business, if that makes sense. Now, for the 2-year-old company will probably be better to use when you're trying to get business credit and everything like that.
Yeah. All right. Next question. Somebody asked if are you not doing the podcast anymore? I mean, this is a podcast, no?
What, Rants and Gems? Yeah, Rants and Gems going to come back sooner than later. Revamping Rants and Gems. Don't worry, it's coming back.
Okay. When moving out of the primary residence after living there for a year, is there a process to make it a rental? Parentheses. Talk to mortgage broker, paperwork, etc. Or can I just immediately advertise as rental?
When did they buy the house? Oh, you lived in it for a year, so you good. I hoop hardy.
Yeah.
Go ahead. You did your year requirement, so you good.
So after that year, you could just do whatever you want?
Yeah.
Just that 1 year? That's crazy.
Bro, that's why I've been telling people, man. The year is almost 0.25% over right now. Think about that, right? 2023, the Jordan year just started, and it's 0.25% over.
Yeah.
And think about how quickly July 4th is going to come.
We're in spring already. Literally, legit.
Literally, legit. It's spring.
Yeah.
Winter is gone. Let's hope no late winter storms come, but winter is gone.
Yeah.
Spring is here. Then it's summer. Soon we will be in Ghana. We're going to be traveling a lot over the next 7 months. I hope you know this.
I think you are.
No, I think you are too.
I think you are.
The brunch and learn. Oh, I didn't tell you this too. This is one of the things that I said I'm going to do.
Mm-hmm. I'm finding this out. I love finding stuff out on like the lives. It's great.
Yeah,
it's
so fantastic. You're going to find this out too on live right now. I'm going to do a brunch and learn in 10 cities this year. We're going to Chicago in April.
April what?
Mid-April.
Okay.
We're going to go to Dallas after that.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to go back to Atlanta. We're going to do one hit in New York. We're going to hit up Florida. We're going to hit up Charlotte. Where else is I'm going to go? I'm going to hit LA. I'm going to hit DC. I'm going to hit Cleveland. Yeah. We're going to hit like 10 cities in like the next, probably before InvestFest.
This is like 2 days in the city out type?
Yeah.
Ish?
Yeah. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday morning, we gone.
Okay.
During the week. So like in the next 3 months, like every week we might be gone.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm setting it up to be weekly too, like every week. Bang, 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 bang.
Nice.
No rest.
No rest. We're
just gone.
Pound, just gets right to work. That's it.
Yep.
Yeah.
I told you my battery's back to full now. So now we got to go and run it all out again.
See what y'all done did.
Now I got to go run my battery back out.
Yep.
Yes.
That's fantastic. I'm excited, man.
You should be.
I'm excited.
We're going to be outside.
Yeah.
We're going to meet the people where they at.
Okay.
I'm going to try to do 10. I'm going to try to hit, when we go to London, mid-June. So before June, I want to hit at least 6 cities.
Anybody in chat have any remedies for stress?
New Orleans is too hot. I don't know about that.
Yeah, just DM me if you have any remedies for stress and anxiety. Because I want to be prepared before this tour that he's talking about.
I'm going on tour.
Yeah. And finding out on live is fantastic. That's the best part about it.
It's the greatest thing.
Yeah. I'm sure whoever you're texting to knows before I do it also, right?
No, actually not. I'm texting like clients, right? VIP clients.
Oh, VIP clients.
Yeah, I'm dealing with a celebrity.
Nice.
I'm dealing with a celebrity right now.
Oh, okay.
Can I deal with some celebrities right now?
Yeah,
like, come on, bro.
Does he know about this tour?
No.
Oh.
Why would the celebrity know about this tour?
Why would I know? I don't have to know anything. I'm just
I just thought about it while I was in Atlanta.
Oh, nice. Okay. All right, next question. I'm coming up on
You say you need a medicine for stress?
I don't
Smoke
eat,
a blunt, bro.
I don't smoke.
What tragedy?
I don't at all. It's
All
not
right,
for me.
next question. What
I
time is
smoked hookah that one time though.
Yo, you're a terrible hookah smoker,
Yeah, that
FYI.
was not it. Not it. It is not. It's
You're a
not a thing.
terrible hookah smoker.
Anyways,
Terrible.
I'm coming up on 1 year in primary FHA residence. It doesn't make sense to refinance. Can I put down 5% on conventional loan if my DTI is good? Is there a 203k loan product or 203k like product for conventional loans? Damn, I hacked that question up.
So yes, basically they have a FHA house a loan right now that's in an FHA mortgage. They've been there for a year, right? It doesn't make sense to refinance because they probably got a very low interest rate. So he wants to know is, can I go buy another house and use 5% down if his DTI is good to qualify for conventional, and get a conventional rehab loan, which is called the Fannie Mae Homestyle loan, and kind of repeat this process? The answer is yes. So the product that you're looking for is Fannie Mae Homestyle.
Fannie Mae Homestyle.
Yes. I don't think we spoke about that.
No, there's a lot we haven't spoken about that we have to, but it depends on your mood. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? All right, that was a good one. Taltooks meditate and sage for stress. Honestly, I don't even. Do you know how to meditate?
Yeah, sit still. It's part of it.
That what else?
You sit still, you block out your mind, and you don't think. Basically,
Okay.
I go to yoga.
Is it like a personal
I actually
thing?
got to go back to yoga. Yoga is really good. You should go to yoga. Yoga gets you right. Go to Brooklyn yoga, the hot yoga.
I've taken Pilates. That's about it. I don't know if that has anything to do with yoga, but
It's kind of the same thing, but yoga is different. Pilates got the machines and stuff.
you don't need machines for Pilates.
No, you don't, but that's how you really get it in.
Yeah, I don't know how to meditate though. I mean, I guess I think a lot, but I mean, sitting there and just like block out.
I try to meditate in the mornings.
So you just sit there and stare at the ceiling, and then what do you think about?
I try not to think about nothing. It's part of meditation. It's not to think. It's kind of like to let your mind go and to like be still and be one within yourself and to kind of center yourself and kind of like cleanses your whole body. So I try to do that pretty much every morning for like 10 minutes.
Is it better to do in silence?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I'll give it a shot. Interesting.
That Birkham yoga is that should get
Isn't
you
that hot
right.
yoga?
Hot yoga gets you right. I'm actually
Yeah.
gonna start going back. I gotta get my mind right.
When I was in ballet school, we had all that stuff. So every day we were taking Pilates. I was in the best shape of my life. I mean, I'm still pretty flexible, honestly, but yeah, just got to deal with stress differently now.
So our guy said,
I don't even know where you at.
a regular Joe who just had the question. He said, "Thank you, sir. Sort of 4321 and got a duplex instead of single family. Changed my life." Thank you, sir. We appreciate that. Everybody go to mgbookstore.com. Pick up House Economics, right? This book right here will change your life, just like it did Regular Joe. I teach all about the 4321 in there. $10 and what I say? $10 in 4 years or something like that. It can happen.
Do you do business in the Virgin Islands?
No, I want to go to the Virgin Islands though. I think I've been there before. I don't remember.
Oh, we got a super chat. New LLC. Real estate's pretty cheap around my area. What would be the best way to raise the money to purchase/rehab a property as it is? Or is it as a property? Is it as a rental? Or as a rental?
I would say before you raise a dollar of other people's money, please understand what you're doing. Understand the game because you don't want to mess up nobody's money because that would suck.
Yeah, you just spoke about this.
Yeah, I did in Detroit. I'm not a fan of people raising money for real estate that have no experience. And especially if the properties are pretty cheap, I would say if you have a couple properties under your belt and you have proof of concept, it's much easier to raise money from other investors because you can say, hey, I have 10 doors. I know what I'm doing. I have a team. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And hey, here's the next deal that I have in contract, and this is how much the returns are going to be. This is what the whole play is, right? I think just going out there just trying to raise money and not having a deal in contract or a deal to put an offer on and don't have the experience like that and the track record makes it a little bit more difficult.
Okay. Fair enough. What would you do to get into an investment property as a self-employed contractor?
What?
What would you do to get into an investment property as a self-employed contractor?
What would I do to get into more? I don't know.
Like I'm
You
sitting
just,
mad low in this.
if you're a self-employed contractor, then you want to buy houses yourself? Is that the question?
It's exactly what I said. So I don't. There's really no more.
Yeah, you just go buy houses. Are you looking for financing? Is this more of a financing type question? Like how much you should file on taxes and stuff like that?
Yeah. Need more context. Need more context.
Yeah, I'm kind of lost. It.
We have super chat. Thank you for the super chat. $10.
Shout out for the $10. We appreciate that.
I have a house under the VA and I want to move to Houston. I currently have $100,000 in equity in my house at 3.5% and want to get another house. How should I do it?
Keep the house that you have. Keep the loan that you have. Don't refinance that 3.5% and take out a home equity line of credit.
One more time?
Don't refinance your 3.5% interest rate.
Right, because it's already low.
It's already low. Leave that alone and do a home equity line of credit to pull out the equity.
That's pretty simple.
Very.
Is it really that simple? So if you have equity right now, how do you go about getting that money out?
I just told you.
No, I'm saying what do you actually have to do? Like, let's say right now I want to pull equity in my house.
So okay, I've said this many times. You tell me.
No, I'm asking you.
I'm telling you to tell me because I've said this millions of times.
I don't know.
Where should you go to get a home equity line of credit? What do I recommend? Type in chat. Where do I recommend you to go get a home equity line of credit? Let's see if y'all paying attention. I say it all the time.
Interesting.
Tooks, where should you go to go get a home equity line of credit? What does MG recommend? I say it all the time.
I'm meditating right now. Give me a second. So, local credit union. That's what it says in the comments. Is that true?
Yes.
There you have it. Bingo. Sorry, guys. I was too busy meditating.
So that answers everybody's questions for that, right? Credit union, credit union, credit union, credit union, right? So that's how you guys do it, is the credit union. That is the best place to go. Thank you for answering that. So credit union will be the first. Local regional bank will be second, right? And your current bank will be third in that order. Arlisha says, MG, answer to questions. My rate is 10.5% and I want to put the house in my LLC. I want to burn this property for another one. Tooks, pray and read from the word of God. The only thing that works for me. I agree with that. I like that. All right. So, okay, in your situation, because I remember your question, definitely you can do the refinance into your LLC because ultimately, let me go to your, so ultimately, you'll probably get a lower rate than what you have right now if you do a cash out refinance in your LLC. So yeah, where's your property located, Alicia? Where's the property located? We can definitely probably help you with that. Good questions. Make sure y'all all smash that like button too, man. Smash the like button. Smash the like button. Smash the like button, please. Okay? Smash the like button. Let me get some more good questions. It's easy if y'all super chat it so I can see it. Do you and your wife, so Cornelia says, do you and your wife, if you are married, do y'all invest in real estate? What? I'm confused. I'm not married. I'm not sure if you asking me. If I invest in real estate, yeah, and I'm not married. Do I see the other super chat? Yeah. No, we answered that one. Deuce, Callion, we answered that, and then Alicia, we answered that one. All right, William says, I have 2 rental properties and an LLC. Zestimate equities over $400,000 between the 2 properties. Do I need to do a quick claim deed? Quick claim it back to my name to access the equity. Looking to open a HELOC. Or you can do a cash out refinance. Or you can do, a quick claim deed. If you do a quick claim deed, are they true investment properties? Because if they're true investment properties that on your taxes and everything, then you're probably going to be stuck anyway. You know what I'm saying? So you're probably going to just be better off just doing a cash out refinance. What's the best way to get a second opinion? What? All right, they asked. All right, Tooks, take back over. How long we been on this?
An hour and 40 minutes.
Oh, no. Hell no. Y'all ain't going to have me straight off the plane on here for like 2 hours. All right, get like 2 more questions, but y'all need to go buy some books, man. Go buy some books. mgbookstore.com.
Did you answer the most recent ones?
Yeah, pretty much.
Somebody asked if you could take out a HELOC on an investment property.
Possibly, but probably not. Cash out refinance would probably be the best option. You own one of them outright and the other's at 3 1/4. So I wouldn't touch the 3 1/4. The one outright, I would probably just do a cash out refinance on that one. Okay. See, I told you just do a Q&A and there'll be all types of shit that would come up in this thing.
You know, I'm actually learning. I actually learned probably a lot more today than the other videos that we've done.
This guy.
Yeah, there's a lot. I don't really know which one they hit that you haven't talked about.
This one in California. What are they talking about?
That's what I'm saying. I don't really know.
This is too much. I don't want to answer specific state questions.
All right, so my LLC is about to hit the 1 year mark, and I would like to purchase an investment property, but I am not a homeowner. Will this disqualify me from using a first-time home buyers program later?
My LLC. What? Say that again? No, seriously. You read mad fast, yo. Like, how fast you fucking reading right now, bro? It's like you're speeding Gonzalez.
I've been reading them kind of slow because people put like abbreviations and stuff like that. So, all right. My LLC is about to hit 1 year mark, and I would like to purchase an investment property, but I am not a homeowner. Okay?
Okay.
Will this disqualify me from using a first-time home buyers program later?
Well, it's going to be in your... If you can find a bank that will fund you as a first-time home buyer in your LLC, good luck with that one first and foremost. But if you can, then no, because you don't own the property. The LLC owns the property. So no, to answer this question, it won't disqualify him. But even it depends on the programs, because some programs will still, like some of these grants will still say if you have property LLCs, they want to know if you disclose it to them, then they can disqualify you.
Okay. Copy. Makes sense, I guess. All right, next question.
Dude, I got one more question.
And
our girl, our leader, I hope I didn't butcher her name. She said that you should pray to God, and that always helps with the stress. She said
okay.
She said prayer is important, and I agree with her.
Okay.
You should pray, Tooks.
All right.
Meditating is cool, but prayer is better.
I don't even know if I know how to pray, honestly. But, I mean, yeah, I'll work on it.
Bro, next time I go to Atlanta for church, you're coming.
I already went.
Where you going to go again?
Yeah, I always feel awkward in church, though, man.
For what?
I don't know. You know what it is? When I was younger, I went to church and I got called out, and like maybe all new people. If it's your first time in the church, like come up to the front, and I was mad nervous.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing. I don't know. I get like nervous with stuff like that.
Bro, you're a grown man now.
I know, but it's just
like, what are you talking about?
It was like a childhood memory. So I'm like, damn, like I don't want to be called out. Every time I go to church, I always think about that. I'm like, damn, are they about to call? They about to ask anybody new in the church, and I got to stand up now and be awkward. Like,
but you're standing up to oh
but that distracts me from like what the message is, because I'm like always worrying about like, damn, they about to call people, they about to, you know what I mean? Like,
so then just don't acknowledge that you're new.
Yeah, but then it bothers me because like I know I am new, and I don't want to be like, he's new.
So yeah. What are
yo,
you talking
get
about?
up, man. Get up,
What
man.
are you talking
oh, you got the
about
dude
right
sitting
now?
behind you. Is like, yo, get up, man.
Oh my God.
I know it's your
y'all
first
hear
time.
this guy? Yo.
I'll try the yoga, and I'll pray.
Bro, go to church, bro. Like,
I'll try the yoga and I'll pray.
oh my God.
Oh
my God.
Somebody asked about the Chicago show. Where can they find a date and info?
I didn't release it yet, but you can take the webinar that's happening Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, 327 and 329. Go to mgbookstore.com. But the Chicago Brunch and Learn details, and I got to get that shit locked up. Hopefully by the end of this week, it'll be locked down. But I'm telling you, we're doing 10 cities in like 3 months, bro. Every week we're gone.
When you book the flights, I believe it. That's a lot, but we'll get there.
Fuck it, we outside, bro.
You could be outside.
Nah, bring the bags, bring the cameras.
I don't know.
Put my mic on and let's go.
All right. I don't know.
Yes, Kiki said you do have to go. InvestFest
No, she
dates,
said I don't have to go up, and I agree.
you don't have to go up.
Yeah,
Kiki.
I don't have to go up to the front of the church. Like,
Exactly. That's why I just said it. You say you feel awkward.
yeah, I do, because it just bothers me. Like, I don't want nobody tapping me like, yo, get ahead.
But they didn't encourage you, bro.
Get him, champ. I know it's your first time here.
No one's gonna say get him, champ. First of all, in church. Like, what are you talking about? No one's gonna
Don't
say.
be scared. Come on, don't be scared now.
Don't be scared. This is your family. They want to pray for you.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
Bro, God's blessings and God's prayer. The prayer warriors come out.
That church was cool,
Nah, his church is off the hook.
but
That's why I specifically said I got to go to church. I'm going to Atlanta strictly for church, and I wound up staying there for 3 days because of these meetings. But my whole intent, I told y'all this a week ago, I ain't coming back on live until I go to church because I'm drained, and I need to go to church.
the weather, that weather got MG unusual.
This guy, Insecure J, always got something to say, y'all.
Oh man!
Oh my God!
No, that's a fact. He came back acting a little different. But yeah. Somebody, all right. So in my city, they're building huge warehouses. Should I acquire a piece of land nearby and network with developers?
What do you think, Tooks?
But like, what are you missing? Like,
Hold on. This guy's name is the Flippin' Drip.
the flip and drip, yeah.
All right, yo, Flippin' Drip. Okay, are you trying to grow? Are you trying to scale? Like, what are you trying to do? Like, these questions are kind of crazy to me. In my city, they're building huge, and he wrote huge in capitals, right?
Yeah.
Huge warehouses. Should I acquire a piece of land nearby and network with the developers? Yeah.
I mean, what are you missing out on? Like, why wouldn't you?
Yeah. This is what I'm saying. Why wouldn't you? If you know there's a development happening and there's more developments happening, you know there's land right next to these developments, yeah. If you got the money to buy the land, why wouldn't you?
What about using a first time loan, using a one-time close construction plan, I'm sorry. What about using first time loan using a one-time close construction loan
To build a tiny home for you, fourplex? It's not happening. You're not going to be able to build. First of all, one-time construction loans for primary residence is only going to be for single families, not for multifamilies.
What the hell is a one-time construction loan?
God, bro.
Yo, I'm learning a lot on this. It's probably not a good idea because we're going to have a lot of videos to make now because I've never heard of this stuff.
What, a one-time
A
construction?
one-time construction loan?
Yeah, so it's basically you do one closing and you get the construction and permanent financing into one loan. So it's one close. So typically when you do a construction loan, it's a construction loan. That construction loan is for 12 to 18 months, typically.
Okay.
Right? But that's not a permanent loan, right? You have to refinance and get a permanent loan. Permanent equal 30-year fix,
Right.
right? So if you do a one-time close, you get your permanent and construction all in one loan for one closing. You don't have two closings. So when the construction period is done, it converts into a 30-year fixed mortgage.
So should you do that or no?
Should you do that
Yeah.
to build a house?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you can get approved for it. But you're going to have to put down 25% down payment as a primary residence. This ain't no 3.5%, 5% down program.
Okay.
This is strictly for live men, not for freshmen.
So who do you recommend that to?
To anybody who has the money, the patience, and the team to build a house. Because remember, you're building a house, bro.
Yeah.
So this is not like I'm doing a rehab. This is, I need an architect. I got to draw up plans. First of all, it's much easier to do these loans if you own the land already. Because if you don't own the land already and you're trying to do this as you're going and putting an offer to a seller who already owns the property, now you're going to need them to cooperate with you, because now your architect got to come by the house, your builder's got to come by the house several times. You got to work up your scope of works, your plans, everything like that. This shit is a process. And then you have to have permits before you can start building. But remember, if you close with your lender, your clock starts ticking on your construction. And if you didn't even submit for permits, you could be in for a lot of penalties and fees on the back end and some time. So it's best for you to own the land. Do, just for example, Garland Gardens, right? So I own the house. If I wanted to do a construction loan for that, I could have.
Yeah.
Because I own the house. It's at my pace. But I'm using my cash to do that. And I'm going to pull out the HELOC, which I explained on that strategy several times on here already. But it's easier when you own the house to do something like that.
Yeah, that sounds like something I will not be doing. Copy. Makes sense, though.
Strictly for live men, not for freshmen. Okay?
Hey guys, I literally came across this page. What's your advice for someone that has no real estate experience and wants to use an FHA toward an investment property? Duplex.
So answer this question, please.
So FHA has to be your primary residence, right? It cannot be an investment property. Is that true? Yeah.
Bro, you know the answer to this.
No, I'm looking for confirmation.
No. Come on. No, you don't need confirmation, Tooks.
Yeah, so you can't use FHA.
You're here
as an
learning for a
investment.
reason, bro. Come
Yeah.
on.
Copy. All right. Yeah, but I don't want to give out the wrong information.
You're
so.
not going to give out the wrong information.
Yeah, I'm not going to answer if I don't know what the hell I'm talking about either. Just so
Clearly,
guys
you know what you're talking about.
I'm learning. So
Okay.
yeah, you cannot. No.
Thank you.